Yes, for people, welcome back to another video. And it's been quite a while since I've done a pre-recorded video, and it feels pretty weird. I'm used to like the live streams and all that stuff, but yeah, I'm back with a pre-recorded video, guys. And yeah, of course, it is the glorified competition. The Carabao Cup has returned. Yeah, we are in the Carabao Cup, and Wednesday night, Emirates Stadium, we do take on Brighton and Hove Albion. I'm giving my thoughts and my lineup going into this game. Smash that button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get. Oh yes, I said the Carabao Cup's back. People call it the Mickey Mouse Cup. You know, people call it the Emmerdale Cup. I call it the League Cup because I think Arsenal have only won 2 League Cups in our history, and we need to add another one this season. So yes, please Arsenal, let's try and get to the final and let's try and win this thing because I don't mind winning this. I actually want to win this. You know, it's another trophy at the end of the day. And, you know, Spurs fans, they love to brag about it. You know, when you ask Spurs fans, oh, last time you won a trophy. Oh, yeah, we won the Carabao Cup we won the League Cup in 2008. That's all they go on about these days, right? So, yeah, honestly, let's go and win the Carabao Cup because why not? Yeah, of course, we're up against Brighton. Very, very good side, Brighton. And they've been doing class this season. They've been in class for the past 3-4 years in the Premier League now. Even sacking their man, not sacking. When Potter left, they brought in their new manager, who's actually done a pretty decent job so far as well. He's still keeping them. I think they're still 6th now, so he's still doing a very good job for Brighton. And yeah, this will be a tough game. We don't like playing against Brighton. You know, we just don't like playing against Brighton. It's like we all know what happened last season. Both times, weren't it? You know, the one there. I know it was in the Premier League, and I know Carabao Cup's going to be a bit different because both teams may rotate a lot. But we all know it was 0-0. Brighton should have beaten us at their place, and then they actually did beat us at the Emirates 2-1, didn't they? So, and there's been games in the past where where we don't listen. Brighton is like a bogey side for Arsenal, a bit like Southampton. It's one of them sides that we don't really usually pick up results against. So it may be different because it's the Carabao Cup, and I hope it's going to be like that. But yeah, obviously it'd be interesting to see in terms. I'll of course give my lineup as I always do, what I'll go with, but interesting to see what Arteta goes with because will Arteta go strong? I don't think he will, to be honest, and I do think he'll play a few youngsters as well. I think it'll be similar to what he does in Europa League. You know, it'll be like another Europa League game, like you know how he plays Thursday nights and he rotates the squad. He plays like Eddie and Kate up front and all that. I think it'll be the exact same team to what he does in Europa League because it's one of them games, isn't it? We do not have to play the big players this game. Although we're up against a very good side, right? I do think that we'll play the strongest team, Brighton, against us. I'll tell you why in a minute. Because yeah, for me, we don't have to risk these players, man. We've got a big game against Wolves. You know, the last game before the World Cup on Saturday, before the Premier League ends and before the World Cup starts, and we need players for the Wolves game. You know, because we need to make sure we cement ourselves at top of the league going into the World Cup because that will be really good for us. But anyway, yeah, let's focus on this game first. Carabao Cup round 3. Brighton, for me, I think I'm going to go play a really strong side because I can see Brighton going on a cup run. I can honestly see them going on a cup run. They play their strongest sides and they can go yeah, I mean, they can make, you know, a good cup run. A bit like what they did in the FA Cup a few years back when they got to the semi-finals. I was actually at that game and they lost to Man City in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and they would have played Watford if they would have beat Man City. A bit like that, and I think they're going to do the same here. But okay, of course we're going to knock them out, you know. So they ain't going to know cup runs. I'm just saying they will probably want to because this for them seems. This is the thing with these types of clubs, right? These big clubs in the Carabao Cup, they don't risk them. Like Arsenal, Man City, Man United, you know, Chelsea, they don't risk their big players, you know, and I don't know, I just, one of them competitions, in it. Like, the FA Cup's more important. But for me, we should focus to win this Carabao Cup, in my opinion, guys. But having said that, I will play, give a few youngsters a chance, play the second team. It's got to be done for me. And I do think we will win this game. I think it's going to be a very tight game. I don't see us absolutely battering Brighton, to be honest, as I said. And I've gone with Arsenal winning this. Keeping a clean sheet as well, I think. I think we are going to keep a clean sheet. I've gone Arsenal winning this by 2-0, my man. You know, why did I just say my man? My guys. That's us, my man. No, there could be girls watching. There could be women watching. There could be men watching. Guys, I should refer to you guys as guys, you know what I mean? My guys, right? I'm going to go with Arsenal winning this by 2 goals to 0. Arsenal 2, Brighton 0. Let's get to the pretty lineup before people start. So, starting off in goal, I'm going to go with Matt Turner. I think, I did hear that he's apparently injured, which is why he missed the last Europa League games. But I think he should be back now, and I think he will definitely start for this game. I will not risk Ramsdale for this Carabao Cup match. We need to play Matt Turner. Matt Turner is a very good backup for me. And yeah, honestly, I may have joked about him in the past. Like I may have said that he was, the next Runarsson in the past. I was obviously joking, guys. Yeah, jokes aside, he's actually a fairly decent goalkeeper. Fair play, because every time he's played for Arsenal, he's a decent. So I know it's still early signs because it is a few Europa League games, but I'm very happy with starting him for this game against Brighton in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, goalkeeper will be Matt Turner. We're gonna play a back four. Right back, I'm gonna go with Cedric Suarez. I do think he will play. He hasn't played in ages. This will be the time for him to get his start. Which, as I said, he hasn't started in quite a while. And Tomiyasu's been playing there. Well, he hasn't been playing left back, but Tomiyasu's injured now for a bit, so this is a perfect opportunity to play Cedric, see how he does, and I think he'll be fine against Brighton in the Carabao Cup. Simple as that. The two centre backs, then we're going to go with Rob Holding. It's been pretty solid, apart from the PSV game when we lost 2-0. He's been pretty solid overall, and of course we haven't got many centre back options, which we may have to risk centre back with going into a minute. So yeah, I'm going to go Holding, and then we have to play Gabriel because, as I said, our centre back options are very limited. We could call like a youngster up from the youth. I don't know, they're probably not ready yet, so we have to go Gabriel and Rob Holding, two centre backs, and then left back. I'm gonna go with Zinchenko because I want to see Tierney play against Wolves. Simple as that. Tierney for me starts against Wolves 100%. Zinchenko was average against Chelsea, in my opinion. People said he was pretty decent. In my opinion, he was average. He was average. Listen, he's sloppy in parts, guys, right? And Tierney should have started off. His performance against Zurich, that should have been enough for him to start against Chelsea, but it never happened. Zinchenko played, although he didn't do anything much wrong. At times he was pretty sloppy, and for me, I will start him this game because I do think he's a very good player, Zinchenko. But I do think Tierney's over him at the moment. Zinchenko's been out for quite a while. So the fact that he can walk straight back into the starting 11 over Tierney, nah. Maybe, look guys, maybe because I got Tierney on the back of his shirt. Hold on. If it turns around. Hold on, I want to do this. This shirt, right, I was falling off. Maybe because I got Tierney on the back of his shirt. That's why I've got my little, people will say, "Oh, you've got the agenda on Kieran Tierney." Listen, it's fine. That looks so scruffy now. Anyway, yes, Zinchenko will go there though. Midfield, I'm gonna play El Neni. He's back. El Neni's like that footballer that's just so safe. Like he doesn't do anything wrong. Keeps it calm. Keeps him sticking. And for me, he's gonna go in there. And then we'll play Samuel Lokonga alongside him. Samuel Lokonga for me needs to go out on loan, but we can't send him out on loan because we don't have many midfield options. So yeah, again, we need new midfielders, as we all know. But Samuel Lokonga for me just isn't doing it for me at the moment. He had a good game against Aston Villa. He had one good game this season against Aston Villa, and he's had a few average games. But I'm being real with it, guys. Samuel Lokonga needs to go out on loan. He just isn't doing it for me at the moment. In front of them, I'm gonna go with Fabio Vieira. He needs to step up for this game. I think he needs to step up for this game for sure. Odegaard definitely will be rested for me. Well, we have to rest Odegaard. But Vieira needs to put in a statement, and he needs to start in his actual position as well. Not as a number 8, he needs to start as a number 10, because that's where he scored. As soon as he came against Brentford, he scored. So start him in his actual position, I think he'll do well. Then the front three, I'm going to go on the right-hand side, will be Marquinhos. Haven't seen him in quite a while. I don't know what it is with him. He played pretty decent against Zurich in the first Europa League game. Played a few odd games after that, and then he got sort of like was on the bench after that. So I would start him for this game, bring him back. Marquinhos on the right hand side. On the left hand side, I'm going to go Reece Nelson. Yeah, once again needs to start, needs to get some more games and in more minutes in him. Scored 2 goals against Nottingham Forest. Was a bit disappointed in the Zurich game. I thought he'd step up even more, but he didn't. But here's another chance for him to step up once again against Brighton in the Carabao Cup. So left wing for Reece Nelson. Another front main striker is Eddie Nketiah, another player who needs to score. he needs to get your goal because he hasn't scored in quite a while. And yes, Elliot Nketiah needs to step up for this game. And he will step up for this game, I think. And I think he will actually be the guy who scores both of our goals. And we're going to win 2-0 and he's going to score both of our goals because it's what he does. He turns up in the Carabao Cup games, but when it comes to the actual Premier League games, yeah. People say, oh, you're harsh on Eddie because, oh, he comes on for 9 minutes. Well, in the Europa League, he's played every Europa League game. Okay, yeah, he's been on left wing, but he hasn't done anything. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm going to go 2-0. Leave a thoughts down below. And see you guys with another video very soon. Come on, you guys, let's get to round 4.